Good afternoon. Muy buenas tardes. My name is Avidan Rodriguez, and I am the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs here at the University of Texas Pan American. First and foremost, welcome to all of you. Bienvenidos y bienvenidas to the University of Texas Pan American. It's our pleasure to have all of you here this afternoon. This is a historic opportunity for UT Pan American and South Texas College, among many other historic opportunities that we've been encountering and developing. Today, it is about collaborations. Today, it is about partnerships among two very important institutions here in the Valley. Institutions who have one primary purpose: to ensure the success of our students in the Valley, to ensure that our students are prepared and are engaged in higher education, and that can leave our institutions to transform the Valley and transform the nation. That is what today is all about. It is really, at the end of the day, about our students and the success of our students. So I thank all of you for being here this afternoon to partake in this very important and historic process as we move forward. UT Pan American and South Texas College have engaged in long-term partnerships to really transform the Valley, transform our institutions, transform our students, transform the Valley, and really transform the nation as we continue to partner together. I've been at the University of Texas Pan American for 8 months. But during those 8 months, we have continued to have extensive conversations beyond and above everything else that has occurred. And it's been my delight and my pleasure to work with Juan Mejia in these partnerships and really moving our institution along. Today, we signed 6 articulation agreements for 6 different academic programs representing 5 academic colleges here at the University of Texas Pan American. And again, the goal is to ensure that our students have access to higher education and that they are successful. So once again, thank you very much for being here. Muchísimas gracias. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Juan Mejia, Vice President for South Texas College.
Thank you, Provost, very much. Good afternoon to the collective genius of academic excellence and integrity of South Texas, the state, the country, and probably the world, I would say. It is indeed a day of celebration, the coming together of 2 powerhouse institutions, and all for the focus of increasing the educational attainment and of improving our region, making this a better place for everyone that lives here. I truly want to thank my good friend, Provost Rodriguez, our Senior Vice Provost, and I'm sure someone will make an announcement later, Ana Maria Rodriguez, for the long years of working together, all for the betterment of our region. And I asked permission if I could share a very brief story, and I was told yes, so I will be extremely brief. Many of you, well, some of you, not many, some of you may know that my favorite sport and hobby in the world is something called paintball. I love to play it. My heart tells me that I can play and compete at high levels, but my body has told me that I can no longer do that. Well, this summer, my family and I, we said we were going to tour all the water parks in the state of Texas. So sure enough, we were splashed down in San Antonio, and I'll go back to the hard part in just a minute. After at about 6 p.m., we decided to take a little break where the lawn chairs are, and we were having our sandwiches. And you could still, they have the fancy water slides for those that are very courageous, and then the slow-moving water with floaties for people like me. Well, we could see the water flowing slow, and there was a fence so that we couldn't cross over. All of a sudden, and you that go to swimming pools or water parks know that the whistle is the mode of communication there. People don't talk anymore. They just whistle. But the whistle was different, very different than I was accustomed to all day. So I heard one whistle go, another whistle go, and then all of the whistles start going. And when I looked over beyond the fence, there was a lifeless body, face down, of about a 3-year-old, going, no one around. The next thing I know, and although this happened super fast, to me it happened where I can remember, I hurt my toe as I was jumping over the fence, and I was the first one to reach that body there. As soon as I did, the lifeguards that were all running to it stopped, and some put their hands in their waists in disgust because no one had warned me that it was just a test that we're running. So I was holding this mannequin in my hand, and they were very disappointed at me. They actually took it away from my hands. So if you can imagine, my heart is beating 100 miles an hour there in the water. My glasses, I have no idea where they were. My toe was all bruised up, and people were disappointed at me. But then I heard a little clapping. And it was my 11-year-old twins celebrating what someone with heart can do. Now, I'm not telling you I'm any kind of hero by no means. Of course, that is not the intent. But I commend each and every one of you for your dedication and your commitment, and because that's something no one in the world can beat us, that we have heart. We have heart, and we do things right, and we do the right thing all the time. And today marks a major, major milestone in this collaboration, as Provost Avidan Rodriguez shared, between our institutions. And talking about heart, he's given me the honor as well. I have the privilege many times of introducing a young lady with a lot of heart, our president, Dr. Reid. But this morning, he said that I would introduce Dr. Robert Nelson. We all felt it, and I'm sure you did too. As soon as Dr. Nelson came on board, we felt the heart. And you shared about that. You shared, and you sometimes tell people right across the table, you know, I really love the work we're doing. I love South Texas College. I love the University of Texas Pan American, and I love our students. So please join me with a warm welcome for the president of the University of Texas Pan American, Dr. Robert Nelson.
I'm going to embarrass Pan Am right now, and I apologize for it in advance. I look out here and I see all of you, and I'm proud of all of you, and I'm amazed at what all of you do. I'm amazed at what you do for our children in this valley and how you make differences in their lives. I'm amazed at your dedication and your love for the students. But folks, we're making too big a deal out of this today. Why? Because we're doing the right thing. It's what we should be doing. It shouldn't be a big deal. We need to keep doing it. We need to put the chances together. Because every kid that goes to South Texas College is important. And it's important for us at Pan Am to work with South Texas College and make sure that the agreements are there. Because they're doing God's work, and we are too. It is so important what we're doing. So yeah, we should celebrate today, but we should leave this meeting knowing that, hey, we did the right thing, but we got a bunch more of these right things to do, and we have to keep doing it. And we don't need to even celebrate it. We just need to make sure that we do it. What we're really celebrating today are not the agreements, because the agreements are the right things. What we're celebrating today is you. Your willingness to step up and be here for the children in the valley. I salute each and every one of you. I'm just an old cowboy from the Rio Grande, but the first thing I did when I got down here was to get a partner, an old partner, and that's Dr. Shirley Reid.
We like it up there, though.
She truly is a partner. Right from the beginning, she invited me to South Texas College, introduced me to people, got me involved, and I knew that we would have a great friendship, and we really do have a great friendship. The things that she has accomplished at South Texas College since it started, just think, it's not that many years ago. 30,000 students, and she's taking care of 30,000 students. I met a student today, dual enrollment, came in with 49 hours, okay? Doing the right thing, my partner and my friend, Dr. Shirley Reid.
So I'm an old partner, huh? I think my response is not bad for a bald-headed man. I can talk about Dr. Nelson that way because he understands and he usually expects the unexpected of me. So we are good friends, and we are committed to working in partnership for the benefit of all of the students, their families, the economy of the Valley, and Texas. It was 17 years ago that fledgling South Texas College started, and it was not an easy adventure. It took us a very long time to develop credibility within the region, to be truly respected by our peers and colleagues at the university, and to have achieved the signing of, after we sign these 6, it will be 17 articulation agreements. We think that's quite a testimony to both institutions that, yes, absolutely. It certainly is a testimony to your confidence in our faculty and our students, and it's also a testimony to our confidence in all of you at UT Pan Am that you will, in fact, be taking very good care of our students. We still have a long way to go. Our goal was 30 articulation agreements. That is in our plan. Dr. Nelson mentioned that he wants to up that goal to 57 agreements. And when are we going to have those done, Dr. Nelson?
Soon.
No, be more specific. Let's publicly commit to a date where we will have formal articulation agreements between South Texas College and UT Pan Am for all of the programs at both institutions. Can we do that in 2 years?
We can do it in 2 years.
Okay. Let's plan to celebrate in 2 more years, and I truly think we should celebrate. This is quite an achievement between the 2 institutions. So, thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you, Dr. Nelson. Thank you, Dr. Reid. It's a pleasure having you here. For those of you who do not have a program, today we're signing 6 agreements in bachelor's degrees in business, communication studies, music, chemistry, computer science, and criminal justice. So we're delighted to sign these 6 articulation agreements, and we working in partnership with STC to move towards the goal that President Reid just announced and endorsed by President Nelson. Clearly, everybody in this room recognizes that signing these articulation agreements has been the result of a lot of hard work, a lot of collaboration, a lot of coordination, a lot of communication, and a lot of give and take by a variety of people who are in this room today. Our faculty, our department chairs, and our deans have been critical in ensuring that this has happened today and that we will continue to move towards the goals that have been established. So to all of you, our faculty, our department chairs, our deans, I especially want to thank you for all your hard work. One of the things that we wanted to make sure to do was have this signing of agreement before September 1st. And there's one particular reason, because although all of us have worked extremely hard to ensure these collaborations and the signing of these agreements, there's been one particular person that's been at the heart of this movement, a particular person that has worked at UT Pan American for about 36 years and has been the Senior Vice Provost for Undergraduate Studies for 10 years. And I certainly wanted to ensure that we signed these agreements today so that she would partake of this event, because we also have to recognize her efforts, her contributions, and her commitment to the success of these partnerships between both institutions. And as I said on numerous occasions, she is one of the institutions within this institution at UT Pan American. She is an institution within the Valley, and she is an institution in the state of Texas. And she has helped pull STC and the University of Texas Pan American together. So without further ado, please help me welcome Doctora Ana Maria Rodriguez.
I was not expecting this. It is truly a culminating event for me. It is probably shy of 24 hours before I exit from, as a formal member of the University of Texas Pan American. I will always be at University of Texas Pan American because my heart and my life are here. But I want to take some time to smell the roses and do other things. But one of the pleasures that I've had has truly been these articulation agreements. From the moment we started the process for accomplishing these, working with the leadership at South Texas College, the leadership at UTPA, the faculty, the chairs, the department, the deans, it has been a tremendous experience. And I would encourage you to achieve the goal that Drs. Nelson and Reid have set for us. It'll be quite a challenge, but it can be done. I would like to read to you a message from Dr. Martha Ellis with the University of Texas System, who was a part of this dream that we would accomplish these goals within her time. She was scheduled to be here today to celebrate this event with us. She helped us to start the Transfer Action Plan when we first held the first meeting and began to plan all of this about 2.5 years ago. And she really wanted to be here. But because of the health of her husband at this point in time, she sent us a message this morning that she could not be with us. But in the middle of her own trials and tribulations, she took the time to write a message, and she asked that we read the message to you. So here's her message to all of us. President Nelson, President Reid, Provost Rodriguez, Vice President Mejia, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests. I bring you greetings and commendations from Executive Vice Chancellor David Pryor and the UT system. What an honor to celebrate the outstanding work of faculty from UTPA and STC in business, communication studies, music, chemistry, computer science, and criminal justice. Today's ceremony recognizes your work for students in achieving their educational goals. This is not an easy endeavor. We recognize the complexities and challenges involved in developing academic degree plans and learning outcomes across institutions. You have done it, and we are here to congratulate and recognize your success. According to the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board data, 80% of baccalaureate degree completers in Texas attend more than one institution during their undergraduate pursuit. The National Science Foundation researcher discovered that 1 in 5 United States PhD graduates in 2009 attended a community college during their academic pathway. The major challenge facing our state and the nation is that only about 24% of qualified community college students are transferring to a university to complete a bachelor's degree or beyond. Students tell us there are many obstacles on the transfer pathway at the community college and the university. You are working to remove these obstacles for students. The agreements we celebrate today are representative of the outstanding efforts by faculty, staff, and administrators at both UTPA and STC. The Transfer Success Action Plan, developed and embarked upon by both institutions about 2.5 years ago, is becoming a recognized model for the state of Texas and the nation. Repeatedly, the plan is acknowledged at state and national meetings, webinars, and events as a promising practice for excellence. Today, we commend you for your efforts to smooth the student pathway to degree completion from the associate degree to the baccalaureate degree and on to advanced degrees. This work is vital for the future of both institutions, the Rio Grande Valley region, and the state of Texas. Most importantly, these articulation agreements are providing a clear path for current and future generations of students and their families to fulfill their dreams. Congratulations. From Dr. Martha Ellis at the UT system. And now we would like to begin the signing ceremony. The first agreement is going to be a broad general agreement between our two presidents. Approximately 10 years ago, the first articulation agreement was signed by then President Miguel Nevares and Dr. Shirley Reid. In 2009, we reiterated the commitment to collaborate and to work together by having Dr. Blandina Cárdenas and Dr. Shirley Reid sign at the first articulation agreement of academic programs event. And we thought it would be fitting to reiterate that commitment by having Dr. Nelson and Dr. Reid sign once again their commitment to this. So would you please come forward and sign?
I am feeling old. I'm feeling old. And Dr. Avidan Rodriguez and Juan Mejia, would you please come and sign as well? Okay, now we'd like to ask the College of Business to come and sign, please, the deans of the colleges of business and the chairs who may be present. Now we'd like to ask the Departments of Communication Studies, the BA in Communication Studies, the deans, and the chairs. Go ahead and be seated. Go ahead and sit down. Okay, is that the communication studies? Okay, thank you. And now we have the Bachelors of Music. So music, the same two deans, but we may have new chairs sitting up here. Thank you. And now we have the Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, the deans and department chairs. The BS in Computer Science.
Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Now we have the Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice. The deans and chairs, please. Thank you. And that concludes the signing of the 6 additional articulation agreements, a total of 17 now, and looking forward to 50 in 2 years. 57, that's right. We have 57 programs.